Have you ever selected a seemingly wholesome fruit, believing you were nourishing your body, only to discover it might be silently undermining your well-being? You're not alone. A significant number of older adults unknowingly consume fruits that could be detrimental to their health, particularly if they are managing pre-existing conditions or taking certain medications. Picture this. Lucy, a lively 78-year-old residing in sunny California, always prided herself on her healthy eating habits. Her daily ritual included a colorful fruit salad, a habit she thought was contributing to her vitality. However, this seemingly innocuous practice led to an unexpected trip to the hospital with alarming heart irregularities. The truth is, some fruits that appear perfectly safe can harbor concealed risks as we advance in age. In this video, we are going to reveal 6 dangerous fruits seniors should absolutely avoid and the critical reasons why even small quantities could jeopardize your health. If you're watching this video, comment "wonderful" right now. Stay tuned until the very end, because the information we're about to share could potentially help you or a loved one avert serious health complications. Let us know in the comments section below where you're tuning in from. And while you're there, please hit that subscribe button for more crucial health insights tailored for seniors. Before we delve into the details, a quick request. If you find this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more people who can benefit from this vital information. If you haven't yet subscribed, now is the perfect time. Click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our informative videos. Now, let's get right into it. 1. Star fruit, the hidden danger. Let's begin by discussing something that gives me significant concern, both as a healthcare professional and as someone deeply committed to the health and well-being of seniors: star fruit. With its distinctive star-shaped slices and alluring tropical appearance, it might seem like an innocent and delightful treat. However, it stands out as one of the most hazardous fruits an older adult could consume. Having worked extensively with senior patients over the years, I've witnessed firsthand the severe health issues this fruit can trigger, especially for those over the age of 65. The primary reason star fruit poses such a threat is the presence of a potent neurotoxin called caramboxin. This substance can have devastating effects on the body, particularly the nervous system and kidneys. While younger individuals with healthy kidney function might be able to process and eliminate this toxin effectively, our kidneys become less efficient as we age. This natural decline in kidney function puts seniors at a considerably elevated risk. Data from reputable health organizations indicates that a significant portion of the senior population experiences some degree of reduced kidney function, and many are unaware of it. For these individuals, consuming star fruit isn't just a minor dietary indiscretion. It could be a life-threatening event. Star fruit presents a particularly grave danger to seniors because even minimal consumption can lead to serious neurological symptoms. The caramboxin attacks the nervous system, potentially causing a range of issues from mild confusion and dizziness to more severe consequences like seizures. I vividly recall the case of Harold from Phoenix, Arizona, which serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of star fruit. At the age of 75, Harold was a proactive and health-conscious man who made thoughtful choices about his diet. He had recently discovered star fruit at his local grocery store and, intrigued by its unique shape and purported health benefits, began adding it to his morning smoothies. For about a week, he enjoyed his new fruity addition, initially feeling no adverse effects. However, his health took a sudden and alarming turn. He started experiencing episodes of unexplained disorientation and lightheadedness. Concerned, his family rushed him to the nearest emergency room. After a series of tests, doctors pinpointed the culprit. The star fruit had induced severe neurotoxic effects. The situation was further complicated by a mild, previously undiagnosed kidney condition. It wasn't until after his treatment and recovery that Harold fully grasped the risks involved. "I had absolutely no idea a fruit could do this to me," he confided during a follow-up appointment. Leading nephrology organizations have long cautioned individuals with kidney problems about the perils of star fruit. Even a small serving can trigger symptoms ranging from nausea and vomiting to confusion, seizures, and, in extreme cases, even coma. These aren't isolated incidents. This is a genuine and growing concern within the medical community. In my own practice, I've encountered multiple cases of seniors experiencing severe reactions after consuming star fruit, and the trend appears to be on the rise. Now, you might be wondering if you are at risk. If you frequently experience unexplained fatigue, swelling in your ankles, or sudden, unintentional weight changes, these could be indicators of underlying kidney issues. If you have any concerns about your kidney health, I strongly advise consulting with your doctor. In the meantime, it's best to err on the side of caution and avoid star fruit altogether. Fortunately, there are safer and equally nutritious alternatives available. For instance, Asian pears offer a similar crisp texture and subtle sweetness without the inherent risks of star fruit. Dragon fruit is another excellent choice, exotic, vibrant in color, and packed with antioxidants, all while being completely safe for seniors. Both of these fruits are readily available in most supermarkets and can be easily incorporated into your diet without any worry. Comment "hidden danger" below if you were unaware of the risks associated with star fruit. 2. Grapes, blood sugar's silent enemy. Now, let's turn our attention to a fruit that many of you likely have sitting in your refrigerator right now: grapes. These seemingly innocuous, sweet, and juicy clusters might appear to be the quintessential healthy snack. However, for seniors, they can pose some surprising and significant health risks. As a healthcare professional who has worked with countless older adults, I feel it's my duty to inform you about why grapes should perhaps not be your go-to fruit after the age of 60. Here's a crucial piece of information you need to know, according to the American Diabetes Association. A single cup of grapes contains roughly the same amount of sugar as 4 sugar cubes. Yes, you heard that right, 4. That's a considerable amount of sugar, particularly for seniors who may be managing diabetes, pre-diabetes, or simply trying to maintain healthy blood sugar levels. Did you know that nearly half of all adults over the age of 65 are affected by either diabetes or pre-diabetes? This staggering statistic makes the high sugar content of grapes a very serious concern for this demographic. Recent studies from Harvard Medical School indicate that grapes can cause blood sugar levels to spike more rapidly than almost any other fruit, potentially leading to dangerous complications for older adults. For those already managing blood sugar issues, this rapid spike can result in unstable glucose levels, which can manifest as fatigue, mood swings, or even more severe health problems. Let me share a revealing example from my own practice. Beverly, a 70-year-old woman from Chicago, came to see me with a new health concern. She had recently decided to replace her usual afternoon cookies with a bowl of grapes, believing she was making a healthier dietary choice. However, within just a few weeks, she began noticing that her blood sugar levels had become alarmingly erratic. This instability was impacting her energy levels, her mood, and even her vision. I had no idea grapes could affect me this strongly, she admitted during a follow-up appointment. She genuinely thought she was making a positive change, but the significant sugar content in grapes proved to be detrimental to her condition. This is a reality that many seniors face when it comes to seemingly harmless fruits. But the high sugar content isn't the only concern with grapes for seniors. There's another aspect that many people often overlook: the risk of choking. As we age, our swallowing reflexes naturally tend to weaken. This physiological change makes older adults more susceptible to choking incidents. Grapes, with their smooth, round shape and slippery skin, are unfortunately one of the most common choking hazards for older individuals. According to the National Safety Council, choking incidents involving grapes among seniors have seen a concerning increase in recent years. This is a risk that can often go unnoticed until it's too late, but it's a very real danger that needs to be taken seriously. Now, I'm not suggesting that you can never enjoy grapes again. However, there are certainly safer alternatives that won't cause such a rapid spike in your blood sugar or present a significant choking hazard. Fresh berries, for example, are significantly lower in sugar and are packed with beneficial antioxidants that support overall health. They are a fantastic option and will help keep your blood sugar levels much more stable. Melons, when cut into small, manageable pieces, are another refreshing and hydrating fruit that is easier to portion control and poses a much lower choking risk. Both of these alternatives are not only delicious, but are also readily available at your local grocery store, often at a similar price point to grapes. If you absolutely must have grapes, here's a helpful tip to minimize the risks. Cut each grape into quarters and limit your consumption to no more than about 6 pieces. This simple step significantly reduces both the choking hazard and the impact on your blood sugar levels. You can also consider pairing them with a source of protein, such as a small piece of cheese, to help slow down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. This simple strategy can make a noticeable difference in how grapes affect your health. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment "Sweet Trap" below to let me know that you are still engaged and learning with me. Thank you for your valuable time. 3. Oranges. Acid reflux trigger. We've all been told that oranges are an excellent source of vitamin C and are fantastic for boosting our immune system. And while that's certainly true, as a geriatric specialist, I feel it's crucial to caution you about why this seemingly healthy citrus fruit might not be the best choice for you, especially after the age of 60. Many seniors are unaware that oranges can actually trigger severe acid reflux, interfere with the effectiveness of critical medications, and even contribute to damage to your dental health. According to the Jerd Foundation, a staggering percentage of adults over the age of 60 experience acid reflux, and citrus fruits, particularly oranges, are among the primary culprits. Let me share a real-world example from my practice. Carol, a vibrant 72-year-old patient from Minneapolis, was a firm believer in the health benefits of starting her day with an orange. She was convinced it was giving her a much-needed immunity boost. However, she soon discovered that her seemingly healthy morning routine was causing more harm than good. She began to experience painful acid reflux that significantly disrupted her sleep and negatively impacted her overall quality of life. "I've been eating oranges my whole life," Carol told me, "but now they're causing me so much discomfort." This is a situation I've encountered far too often, and it highlights the hidden dangers of fruits that many of us consider completely harmless. But it's not just acid reflux that's the concern with oranges for seniors. This citrus fruit can also interfere with the absorption and effectiveness of important medications. A report from the Mayo Clinic indicates that citrus fruits, including oranges, can interact with over 50 commonly prescribed medications that seniors frequently take, such as blood pressure pills, cholesterol-lowering medications, and certain antidepressants. The issue arises when you consume oranges or orange juice too close to the time you take these medications, often within a 2-hour window. This interaction can reduce the medication's effectiveness, potentially putting your health at serious risk. Imagine diligently taking your prescribed medication only to find it's not working as well as it should be because of that seemingly innocent morning orange. On top of all this, oranges can also take a toll on your smile. As we age, our tooth enamel naturally becomes thinner and more vulnerable to damage. The high acid content in oranges can erode this protective enamel, leading to increased tooth sensitivity, a higher risk of dental decay, and even gum irritation. I've seen numerous seniors who developed significant dental problems simply because they were unaware that their daily orange or glass of orange juice was gradually damaging their teeth. Now, don't worry. You don't have to completely give up on getting your daily dose of vitamin C and staying healthy. There are plenty of excellent alternatives that can provide the same immune-boosting benefits without causing the issues associated with citrus fruits. For example, bell peppers actually contain more vitamin C than oranges and are much gentler on the stomach. Kiwis are another fantastic option. They are rich in vitamin C and can be easily scooped out with a spoon, making them a convenient and tasty alternative. Both of these options are readily available year-round in most grocery stores, typically found in the produce section. Here's a practical tip if you absolutely must have citrus. Consider eating it in the middle of the day, at least 2 hours after taking any medications. If you're drinking orange juice, try diluting it with water in a 1:1 ratio to help lower the acidity. Also, avoid consuming citrus on an empty stomach. These strategies can help reduce the potential for acid reflux. However, in the long term, I highly recommend switching to vitamin C-rich alternatives like bell peppers and kiwis, which will provide all the necessary nutrients without the added risks. Comment acid alert below if you've ever experienced acid reflux after consuming oranges. 4. Avocados. Fat overload concerns. Let's now delve into a food that has garnered considerable attention and is often celebrated as a superfood, the avocado. While it's frequently hailed as the perfect addition to a healthy diet, I want to advise my senior viewers to exercise some caution and perhaps reconsider making avocados a daily staple after the age of 60. Although avocados boast numerous health benefits, their nutritional profile isn't as straightforward as it might seem, and they can potentially lead to some unexpected issues related to weight management, medication interactions, and even allergies. It's important to take a closer look at these concerns. First, let's address the calorie content. While it's true that avocados are packed with healthy monounsaturated fats, they are also incredibly calorie-dense. A single medium-sized avocado can contain around 240 calories, which is comparable to the calorie count of a full meal for some individuals. Now, for seniors, particularly those over 60, health organizations like the American Heart Association point out that our daily calorie requirements tend to decrease as we age. This is primarily due to a natural slowing of our metabolism and potential changes in our activity levels. Yet, I often see patients like Arthur, a spry 76-year-old from Denver, who are unknowingly consuming an excess of calories through foods like avocados, believing they are doing their bodies a favor. Arthur enthusiastically added avocado toast to his breakfast routine every single morning. "I genuinely thought I was making a very healthy choice," he told me during a consultation. However, within just 3 months, he had gained approximately 10 pounds. This unexpected weight gain exacerbated his existing joint pain and left him feeling generally sluggish. While avocados are undoubtedly nutritious, without careful attention to portion control, they can easily contribute to unwanted weight gain, which many seniors simply don't need and can even be detrimental to their health. What's even more concerning is the potential for avocados to interfere with common medications frequently taken by seniors. Several studies have indicated that avocados can affect the absorption and efficacy of blood thinners, certain blood pressure medications, and even some antidepressants. This can lead to serious health complications, especially for seniors who are already managing multiple prescriptions for various conditions. The unfortunate reality is that many healthcare providers may not routinely warn their patients about these potential food-drug interactions. Therefore, it's crucial to be aware of how seemingly harmless foods like avocados can have unintended and potentially negative consequences on your health, particularly when it comes to managing your medications effectively. Furthermore, avocados can also trigger allergic reactions, a fact that many seniors might not be aware of. Here's a surprising piece of information. Avocados contain proteins that are structurally similar to those found in latex. This can be problematic for individuals with latex sensitivities, which affect a notable percentage of the population, including seniors. In some instances, a person can develop a sudden and severe allergic reaction to avocados, even if they have consumed them without any issues in the past. As we age, our immune systems can undergo changes, and allergies can even appear later in life. If you've ever noticed symptoms like itching, swelling, or digestive discomfort after eating avocado, it could be a sign that you are developing a sensitivity. So, what should you consider as healthier alternatives? Fortunately, there are plenty of heart-healthy options that don't come with these potential risks. Olive oil, for instance, provides similar healthy monounsaturated fats as avocados, but is far easier to control in terms of portion size. If you're looking for a food that offers a nutritional punch, small servings of nuts, especially walnuts and almonds, provide similar nutrients without the risk of interfering with medications or causing allergic reactions. You can easily find these alternatives at your local grocery store, and they are often more budget-friendly than avocados. However, if you are still keen on incorporating avocados into your diet, here's my guide for safer consumption. Limit yourself to no more than a quarter of an avocado per day. Always consume it as part of a larger meal rather than on its own to help prevent overeating. And most importantly, closely monitor your body for any unusual symptoms that might arise, especially if you are currently taking any medications. Above all, make sure to discuss your avocado consumption with your healthcare provider to check for any potential interactions with your current prescriptions. I'm genuinely interested to hear about your experiences. Have you noticed any changes in how your body reacts to avocados as you've gotten older? Your insights could be incredibly helpful to others in our community who are also striving to make healthier choices. If you found this information useful, type fat concerns in the comments below. And now, let's move on to our next potentially risky fruit, one that many seniors reach for on hot summer days without realizing the potential dangers it may pose. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons valuable, please comment 4 below to let me know you're still with me. Thank you for your continued attention. 5. Watermelon, fluid balance disruptor. Let's now take a closer look at a quintessential summer favorite that might not be as innocent as it seems: watermelon. While this refreshing and hydrating fruit often feels like the perfect choice on a scorching hot day, there are some hidden dangers, particularly for seniors over the age of 60 who may be managing pre-existing heart or kidney conditions. Recent research, including findings from reputable institutions like the Cleveland Clinic, reveals a surprising fact: watermelon's high water content can actually interfere with fluid balance in older adults. This is especially concerning for those who have heart conditions or are taking diuretic medications, which are specifically designed to affect fluid regulation in the body. I recall a patient named Lucy, a charming 77-year-old woman from Arizona, who believed she was making a smart and healthy decision by enjoying generous slices of watermelon to stay hydrated during the intense summer heat. Unfortunately, within just a few days, Lucy experienced severe fluid retention, which led to alarming shortness of breath and eventually required an emergency room visit. What she didn't realize is that watermelon's exceptionally high water content can overwhelm the body's ability to process fluids efficiently, particularly in older adults whose kidneys may not be functioning at their optimal capacity. This excess fluid buildup can put undue strain on the heart and lead to breathing difficulties, a scenario we definitely want to avoid. But that's not the only potential issue with watermelon for seniors. Its natural sugars can also be deceptively problematic. Even though it might seem like a light and healthy fruit option, watermelon actually has a surprisingly high glycemic index. This means it can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels. For seniors living with diabetes or those at an increased risk of developing prediabetes, even a moderate portion of watermelon can trigger significant blood sugar fluctuations. According to the American Diabetes Association, consuming just 2 cups of watermelon can have a similar effect on blood sugar as drinking a can of sugary soda. This is particularly concerning for those diligently managing their blood sugar levels, as the fruit's seemingly harmless sweetness can have significant and negative consequences. Now, let's discuss kidney health, which is another area where watermelon can pose a risk for seniors. Kidney function tends to decline naturally with age, and a significant percentage of adults over 65 experience some level of reduced kidney function. For these individuals, the kidneys may struggle to manage potassium and other electrolyte levels effectively. Watermelon has a relatively high potassium content, which can exacerbate this issue. Too much potassium in the blood can lead to dangerous heart arrhythmias, which might not immediately be associated with fruit consumption. However, if you have any underlying kidney problems, it's absolutely crucial to monitor your potassium intake carefully to avoid potentially life-threatening complications. Instead of reaching for watermelon as your primary source of hydration during the summer months, I recommend a few safer and equally effective alternatives. Cucumber slices infused in water are a fantastic option. They are highly hydrating and refreshing, but without the sugar rush. If you're looking for something a little sweeter, try frozen berry chunks. They provide a cooling sensation and are much better for blood sugar control compared to watermelon. These alternatives are just as refreshing and are readily available at your local grocery store. So there's no need to miss out on a satisfying and hydrating snack. If you are determined to enjoy watermelon occasionally, here's a safety protocol you can follow. Limit your intake to no more than half a cup at a time. Always pair it with a source of protein, such as a small handful of nuts or a piece of cheese, to help slow down the absorption of sugar. Additionally, consider avoiding watermelon after 6 p.m., as this is when the risk of fluid retention might be higher. Keep a close eye out for any signs of swelling in your ankles or sudden shortness of breath, as these could be indicators of fluid imbalance or heart strain. Comment fluid imbalance below if you've ever experienced any fluid retention issues. 6. Papayas, digestive system challenger. Finally, let's discuss papayas, a tropical fruit often praised for its digestive health benefits. While many tout its advantages, seniors should be aware of some significant risks associated with eating papayas, especially after the age of 60. It's crucial to fully understand how this fruit can affect your health, particularly in combination with commonly prescribed medications. Papayas are often recommended due to their digestive enzyme called papain, which is said to assist in breaking down proteins and improving digestion. However, for seniors, there are some noteworthy risks involved. One major concern is how papayas can interact with common medications prescribed to older adults. Regulatory bodies have recently issued specific warnings about papayas' potential interactions with blood thinners, diabetes medications, and even certain antibiotics. This isn't a minor concern. It can drastically alter how your medications function, potentially rendering them less effective or even increasing their side effects. For example, if you are taking a blood thinner, the papain in papaya may interfere with its ability to prevent blood clots, thereby increasing the risk of bleeding. A real-life example comes from Harriet, a vibrant 73-year-old patient from San Diego. She started eating papayas daily in an attempt to improve her digestion. However, within just a week, she noticed that her blood pressure medication wasn't working as effectively as it had been. After further consultation and investigation, we discovered that the papain in the papaya was likely interfering with her medication's absorption. This serves as a cautionary tale for anyone considering adding papaya to their diet regularly, particularly seniors who may already be managing chronic health conditions with prescription medications. Another important factor to consider is the connection between latex allergies and papayas. Research indicates that a significant percentage of individuals with a latex allergy also experience a similar allergic reaction to papayas. This cross-reactivity can become more concerning as we age, as allergic reactions can sometimes intensify and even appear suddenly in individuals who have consumed papaya safely in the past. Symptoms can range from mild itching or hives to more severe reactions, including difficulty breathing, which can be particularly alarming for older adults with pre-existing respiratory issues. Furthermore, studies published in the Journal of Geriatric Medicine suggest that while papaya may indeed benefit digestion in younger adults, it can actually irritate the digestive systems of older adults. Many seniors report experiencing bloating, acid reflux, and general stomach discomfort after eating papaya, especially if consumed on an empty stomach. This is particularly relevant as our digestive systems naturally become more sensitive as we age. If you experience any of these digestive symptoms after eating papaya, it's a clear indication that this fruit might not be the right choice for your digestive health. So, if you are seeking digestive benefits, consider safer alternatives like probiotic-rich foods such as plain yogurt, kefir, or fermented vegetables. These options provide a gentler approach to supporting your digestive system without the risk of potential complications. Additionally, ginger tea is an excellent and soothing option for digestion. It's well known for its calming effects on the stomach and can be easily found in most grocery stores. Not only are these alternatives generally safer, but they are also widely accessible and don't carry the same risks as papaya. However, if you are determined to consume papaya despite the potential risks, here are a few important safety guidelines to follow. First, never eat papaya on an empty stomach, as this can increase the likelihood of digestive discomfort. Second, always consult with your pharmacist to check for any potential interactions with any medications you are currently taking. Third, start with a very small amount, no more than 2 to 3 small pieces, so you can carefully monitor how your body reacts. Fourth, stop consuming papaya immediately if you experience any unusual symptoms such as skin irritation, stomach pain, or breathing difficulties. Comment digestive trouble below if you've ever experienced digestive issues after eating papaya. I believe you're enjoying this video and finding this information incredibly valuable for your health journey. Before we continue to the final wrap-up, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and family who might also benefit from this crucial information. Comment wonderful below if you're enjoying this video and learning something new. So, we've journeyed through a list of 6 seemingly healthy fruits that can actually pose significant risks to seniors, especially those managing pre-existing health conditions or taking certain medications. Let's quickly recap the fruits we've discussed. 1. Star fruit. Remember the hidden neurotoxin, caramboxin, and its potential dangers, especially for those with reduced kidney function. Comment kidney caution if this was a surprise to you. 2. Grapes. We explored the high sugar content and the surprising risk of choking. Comment choking hazard if you'll be more mindful of this. 3. Oranges. We uncovered the potential for triggering acid reflux, interfering with medications, and damaging dental health. Comment citrus aware if you'll reconsider your morning orange. 4. Avocados. We discussed the concerns around their high calorie and fat content, potential medication interactions, and possible allergic reactions. Comment avocado alert if you found this information insightful. 5. Watermelon. We highlighted the risks associated with its high water content and potential to disrupt fluid balance, as well as its impact on blood sugar and potassium levels. Comment watermelon wisdom if you learned something new about this summer favorite. 6. Papayas. We examined the potential for interactions with medications, the connection to latex allergies, and the possibility of digestive system irritation in seniors. Comment papaya insights if you'll be more cautious with this tropical fruit. It's absolutely crucial to remember that everyone's health situation is unique. What might be harmful for one senior might be perfectly fine for another. The key takeaway here is to be informed, to listen to your body, and to always consult with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian about your specific dietary needs and any potential interactions with your medications. One that can provide personalized guidance based on your individual health profile. Making informed food choices is a powerful way for seniors to take control of their health and well-being. By being aware of the potential risks associated with even seemingly healthy foods like fruits, you can make smarter decisions that support your overall health and vitality. Remember, the goal is to enjoy a balanced and nutritious diet that nourishes your body without inadvertently causing harm. Now, before you go, I want to encourage you to explore the other valuable health-related videos on our channel. We regularly share tips and information designed specifically to help seniors live healthier and happier lives. You'll find a wealth of knowledge on various topics, from managing chronic conditions to simple lifestyle changes that can make a big difference in your quality of life. So, please take a moment to browse through our content. You might just find your next favorite informative video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I truly hope you found this information helpful and empowering. Remember to subscribe, like, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from this knowledge. Your support helps us continue to create valuable content for you. Stay healthy, stay informed, and take wonderful care of yourselves. We'll see you in the next video.